I made a video a while ago about how I got 5 internship offers when I was in my sophomore year of college. I was 20, and now I have 200 full-time offers and I'm 21. And both those things are real. That actually happened, and I'll tell you exactly how I did it because it's pretty straightforward and you can do it too. So after those 5 internship offers, one of them I did this summer. I went to Milwaukee for this one, and they offered me a full-time position when I returned to school in the fall for well into 6 figures. And I had other opportunities as well, all through my YouTube channel. And I know, like, I got most of these jobs through the YouTube channel. There's ways you can do it with that one, and I'll explain them. But so I had another offer, and I actually went for that one, even though it paid way less. It was like at a really small company, and it was with a guy who designed board games, because I design board games. Well, I'm trying to design one. And he was helping me out with that, and he offered me a job, and I was like, this guy seems cooler. And it was so much better. So they're like big companies with Jira and React components and all this like corporate nonsense. And then there are little companies that's like run by one or two really cracked engineers, and they don't do with any of the Jira stuff. Like, we used a service called Basecamp, which is like DHH's version of Jira, and it's just so much better. And yeah, so that was an amazing experience. I learned an incredible amount from this guy, not just about how to develop, but just about life and like philosophy in general. These senior software engineers are incredibly smart. We like to think we're the new hot thing on the block, but they know way more than you about the field, so you should listen to them. But the problem is, why are you not getting a job? It's because of the dev culture right now. It's spamming just like instant gratification. Here's the next like meta framework to learn. Here's like the next component libraries, Shad CN, Islands architecture, and it's all like trashy web dev like term spam. And channels like Fireship and the Primogen just like keep hype training new technologies, and everyone's like watching them and going like crazy and like just coding vicariously through them. And no one writes their own software anymore. They either use a GPT to do it, or they're like watching someone on Twitch write this software and they're like, yeah, I'm coding. Not the same at all. And it's just a problem with the YouTube culture, and I think the dev culture in general. So many people are wasting so much time. Whereas if you want to get a job, literally all you have to do is make an actual project and read actual documentation, and you will be shocked how much further ahead of everyone else around you can get. Because not a lot of people have it's not even that hard, they just don't know to do it. I don't think it's that hard. It's like a little bit boring at first to read documentation and make real projects, but once you start doing it, it's actually more fun than watching randos on the internet like react to coding. And yeah, you'll just start to get so much better, and then the jobs will come to you. And oh, I forgot to finish the story how I got 200 jobs. So after I was with that mentor for a while, there was too much going on with my YouTube connections. I met some guys from Silicon Valley, a bunch of different people actually from Silicon Valley, and one of them was really impressed with my channel and authenticity, and he was like, yeah, any startup you want in Silicon Valley, I can get you there, just through networking, which is how it gets at a certain level of proficiency, which I don't honestly believe I'm at yet. I think I'm a public figure, which is like, if you're recognized as a good developer, like any of the companies, they all kind of like talk to each other and they all know each other, and you'll be in. Maybe not at like a big FANG company, but honestly, you don't really want to work at a FANG company. I don't know. I met some Googlers that were really cool. But yeah, the smaller companies all network and they will know people. And yeah, if you get good enough, someone good will find you. It's weird, but it's how it works. Like, my friend Eric is like way better dev than I am. And I just like found, like, I was thinking like, wait, I met that guy at a hackathon one time and he was like kind of good. So I went and found him. Turns out he's cracked. And so it's like, if you get cracked enough, people will just find you. And you don't have to even worry about the hiring process, really. Like, someone higher up will find you. If you're putting out real stuff on GitHub, then someone will be like, holy shit, this guy actually knows what he's doing, instead of just fucking copying React templates for your e-commerce website or algorithm visualizer for the 500 billionth time. Like, no one wants to see that anymore. And that's so clear that you're just like copying other people on the internet and not really doing your own stuff. It's really sad how copying and cheating and everything is like just filling up the industry. Okay, and another thing is, what I hate to hear is people spamming tons of applications and LinkedIn connections instead of learning to code. And that just doesn't make any sense. So like, a good analogy is, software engineering is kind of like blacksmithing, where you have like a master that you kind of want to go learn under. And what people are doing is they're like going around to 800 different villages, and then they're going to the master and they're like, "Master, I'm passionate about blacksmithing," and then they like leave, and like it's like 40 other people every day do that to this blacksmithing master. They don't want you. But if you wrote like a few applications and you were like, "I'll shovel coal for you for like 18 years before I actually learn anything," and like, "I'm passionate about your blacksmithing shop, and like the village you have has a nice stream by it, and I'm thinking like it can be used for some kind of cooling apparatus in the future, and we can expand your blacksmithing shop, and I'm really interested in your blacksmithing shop specifically because I think you're a good blacksmith." And the analogy is, if you write like 2 or 3 really good letters to specific companies telling them like a lot more about yourself, and you research the company and actually do a little bit of work instead of spamming 800 billion applications, you'll have a way, way better chance. And I'm getting this not from like, this is not a theory I'm coming up with. I actually talked to senior software engineers, and that's what they said they want. So that's literally coming from the people that could be hiring you. And the problem is, I think it was a junior dev who came up with the idea of, let's spam 800 applications to everyone. Someone who hadn't been hired yet. And there are people like that on YouTube, like Nicholas T, who have gotten jobs by doing that because he's done it so much. It's like so brute force. But it's a horrible way to do it. It's way too much work when you could just actually learn, actually get good, and then just send a simple letter. And it's I know it's like definitely unfair that I have a YouTube channel and like I get a lot of publicity for that. I would say it's also very useful to learn a skill like Vim or ergonomic keyboards or something, just like, or it doesn't have to be that actually. That's a random thing, and I think that's like a red herring in the hiring process. What you should do is just like show that you actually care about a skill, and you're not just like, "Oh, I want money, bro." Another thing a senior developer pointed out to me is it's so annoying to hear those people that are like, "You need 5 years of experience in this framework? It hasn't even come out yet. 5 years of experience?" It's like, yeah, you do. You think you can get away with just like a month of work? Like this is a quite an involved field. Like you should have been coding for kind of a while. Like you've had all of college, that's 4 years. Maybe you start in the summer before college, and that's like, if you want to get a good job, that's what it takes. If you want like a FANG job, that might be what it takes. It's not, I don't know. I kind of get that a little bit, but it's also just like, "Oh, it's not my fault. I shouldn't have to do work. I need a job, bro. I want my 6-figure job, bro." It's like, it's really not that bad. Just do a little bit of work and get off TikTok for once. I don't know. I see why people like that or like that, because college is now so expensive because of all the administrative bloat. And it's like, you go to college and you want to pay back that debt because college is kind of ruined in the US. And so you want your software engineering job, but people are so fucking lazy these days. They get there and they waste 3 hours a day on TikTok instead of socializing. So boom, their college years, their prime years are just ruined, which I think is opening up a little bit more, but it's still quite bad. And then they cheat, they GPT through their homework, which is literally, you're here to learn, bro. You're literally here to absorb information. You're not here to complete things. This is not like deadlines at some dead-end job. And then they destroy their learning, they destroy their social life, and then they're just like sitting there like empty vessels demanding a job. "Where's my job, bro? I did so much work." Bro, you GPT'd all of your fucking work. Also, vibe coding is a complete scam. Do not do it, even a little bit. Don't let yourself go down that route. I don't even think it's really worth it for learning, because like some of the facts it spews are not true. Just read books, read documentation. That's where it's at. When people think they deserve a job because they can vibe code, it's like, "Oh yeah, you can churn out a sentence fragment that like will have 20 spelling mistakes because you can barely think anymore, and then the GPT will like churn out some Next.js fucking trashy slop." And before you're like, "Oh, this kid is super mad. Oh, he's raging that his whole career is going down from vibe coding." I mean, let's look at our expertise levels here. Have a little bit of humbleness. You have 0 jobs, ostensibly, because you clicked on this video, and I have 200. So who's winning here? Who do you think like knows about this industry more? You, some fucking rando with no experience and a bunch of random information you got from TikTok, or me, who's been like grinding at understanding this whole field and making a channel about it for months and months and months? It's kind of ridiculous how much ego people have, including me. But yeah, you gotta kill your ego a little bit to succeed in this field. That's about all I have for this one. I'll catch you next time.